Clarence?
Clarence in for Star Telegram. That was a thorough victory. I mean, can you just talk about what went right for the Cowboys from the beginning with Dak?
Well, I mean, I just think, obviously with the game plan and just, some of the things they were going through, it was important for us to get out there and be aggressive and jump on them. And I think it, was part of the first drive, just being aggressive. But I thought our defense did a great job taking advantage of the backed up field position, gave us two excellent, opportunities to go back down there and score. And then, our offense versus their defense, schematically they do a lot. I mean, it's a challenge, and we were really looking forward to it because you have to beat those types of defenses, particularly when they try to stress your protections. So, and I thought our guys did a good job of that. Pass protection was a huge emphasis for us this week, and I'm not sure. I don't think we gave up a sack. So, but defensively, they just swarmed the ball. Won the situationals, and special teams was a whole lot going on there, but decisive win.
I'm sorry. Dak and CD continue their hot streak, and they've been playing well. But what was the difference for Brandon Cooks today?
Say it again about Brandon.
What was the difference for Brandon Cooks today?
Oh, I just think his opportunities came together. So I think. The protection part of it, we're getting to where we need to be. We still have work to do there, going off of last week. And then, we definitely took a step this week. And I think just with that, we're able to get into the play types that we want to live in. So, and I think you're seeing more of that here the last couple of weeks.
CD's been on a tear the last couple of weeks, set a record today. Just your thoughts about the streak that he's been on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's really cool when you see, CD or a player just really hit his stride, and what's great for the Dallas Cowboys. He's going to be doing that for a long time. So, and I think with Dak, you have a guy that you can grow with. And not only is it great for those two, but it's good for the whole group, because it raises the standard that everybody has to play to.
Have you seen a difference in Dak since that 49er game in terms of anything?
Oh, really? I mean, the 49er game was, it was disappointing for all of us. So it wasn't like, it was just one guy. So nobody, walked out of there that day. And I think just like anything, this is the National Football League. You get knocked on your ass, and it's not whether you get back up; it's how you get up. And I think our guys have responded.
Elwin Henderson, Gilmer Muir, Mike, 404 yards passing for Dak, 3 games over 400 yards, franchise record. Talk a little bit about how he just continued to get better and better.
Oh yeah, no, he's all football. I mean, this guy. I mean. He loves everything about it. The training. I think when you look at this game, Sundays are really for free. What he does Monday through Saturday is so impressive, and it's important because we made changes from last year, and these guys have worked hard to do the things that they've been asked to do, and it's nice to see it come together. It's nice to see the success that they're having because they've definitely have put the work in.
Is he seeing it better? Why is he seeing it so well now?
Say again?
Dak, is he seeing it better over the last few weeks?
Well, yeah, I think, it's just like anything. I think the harder you work and the more you prepare, and I think you have to give, the coaches, credit, starting with Brian and Scott Tolzien all the way through, Mike Solari. I mean, and I'm really excited about some of our young coaches. But, yeah, I just think we're really kind of finding our stride, with the game plans and things like that. And but yeah, he's definitely playing at a high level. But he works at it,
You left City out there to get the record over 150.
Correct.
Why is that important?
How many times are you in a position like that? I'll tell you what, you feel worse as a coach if I would have walked in there and you'd be asking me, why the hell didn't you leave him out there for 9 yards? So, because I've had it happen before. So, I think this league is so competitive. When you are in that position, I think it's the respect that that you should show to the player to accomplish that goal. Or that record wasn't a goal, I guess.
Yeah. Jacob Denimore, the ticket. Mike, what were your thoughts on the effectiveness of the run game today and the play of the offensive line in general?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those guys just need to continue to play together. So definitely ran the ball better. Had some tough looks. They didn't make it easy. But I thought our guys did a really good job sorting it out. You know, I thought Tony had some tough looks that he ran hard through. Rico got some clean looks that he attacked. So we definitely took a step in the right direction.
Mike, this league is hard, but the margin of victory has been pretty large between you and the Giants. How surprised are you just by that?
There's so much that goes into that, and they don't want, I'm sure they don't want to hear me talk about the team, but this is a hard league, and you get in situations, whether it's health and whatever else is going on, but that's why I just talk about it all the time. When you don't have all your players, nobody cares, So, I've been on both sides of that. So I think it's just, you got to keep your eye on the target, and that's what I think our guys did a good job this week. It was important for us to go out there and play better than we did last week. So, I mean, the only thing that's, frustrating to me is, the penalties in the second half. But other than that, I thought our guys totally took control of the game early and commanded it for 4 quarters.
Looks like you got Evans playing a lot earlier.
Yes.
Talked about.
Yeah, definitely. Dan, speaking earlier the week, we wanted to get him involved. He's getting more and more comfortable each week, so it was important to have a section of calls for him. So that was the plan going in.
Okay. Rico Dowdle, what does he bring? It seemed like the power or the strength. He just has a different.
Oh yeah. I love Rico's run style. I mean, he runs so dang angry. It's beautiful. And that's the young man that we saw as a rookie. Some players do. They go through an injury phase, and sometimes they have 1 or 2 things back to back, and that's just really what his situation. But yeah, you're just seeing a young man just finally getting some opportunities. But you got to remember he returned the kickoff for a touchdown his rookie year. So I've always been high on Rico. But yeah, it's awesome to see him have some success.
We haven't talked much about your defense, but you stopped the run early, and then we're able to get after the quarterback. You talked about the focus of stopping.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's when you watch, you're preparing for a quarterback, you don't have a whole lot on. I mean, it's how they're going to use him, and I think for the most part, especially the first 3 quarters, we kept him in the pocket, and because he is a runner. He's obviously elusive with his feet, and but I thought our guys did a good job sticking with the plan.
Oh.
Mike, after the interception when Rush went in, he did a fantastic job on that next drive getting the touchdown.
Yeah, definitely. Cooper and really the young guys. If you look at, we've had a few of these kind of games, and then the fourth quarter we just pretty much have had 0 production, and that's frankly it was something at halftime. So I told them at halftime, everybody plays, but everybody needs to produce, and because these young players are going to be needed at some point. So. With that, and Cooper is, you can run a whole offense with Cooper, so there was really no hesitation there. But I thought it was real important for our young players to go out there and play, on both offense and defense. So those are very valuable reps for our football team.
Mike, the 2 catches that Michael Gallup made today, do you think that can be a confidence builder for him?
Well, that's what Michael does. I think Michael's one of the best red line receivers, clearly that I've ever had a chance to coach. I mean, that's, I just think it's, we talked about him coming out of last year, going through that first year, coming back from an injury, trying to get him more involved and, playing different spots, and that's just the beauty of it is we still have so much of that we can do because you have to move these guys around. The good decent defense. I mean, they doubled CD a ton today. And I think obviously the Dak's touchdown that he scrambled and ran it in. I mean they doubled 2 guys. You can't double everybody. So and the other guys need to take advantage of that.
You talk about young guys because if Mozzie might have got a couple more snaps.
I thought Mozzie played. From what I saw, I thought Mozzie played well. But I mean, just flash. I didn't get to see him, but I thought he definitely made some plays out there today.
What you've seen in practice to say, hey, you're going to earn your playing time.
Yeah. Mozzie's he's getting better. It's the rookie year is always the challenge. And once it slows down for him, and the things it isn't like we line up in one front. So what we ask those guys to do, and Hank is a great veteran example. Just the little things, the mental aspect of it, and because there's a lot goes on between the tackles in there.
You got to work on number 11. I don't think he had a sack today.
He only had 1 sack.
I don't think he had any.
Okay. Well, good. You got something negative right about it. There you go. There you go. Huh? You needed something.
We're talking about the other guys though feasting off that. I mean, Sam Williams had a big day.
Yeah, Sam had a big day. You got to play a lot, and I think it kind of falls into what I was talking about these young players. These young players got to take advantage of these opportunities. You know, anytime you have someone up on a 48-man roster, 49 for us, but you know, you like to see everybody contribute 20 plays if you can. So, and that's kind of what I talked about at halftime. You know, I wanted these young guys to go out and perform and be productive. And, you know, Sam did a nice job.
All right, thank you, Mike.
All right, thank you.
No injuries.